What is the biggest lie told to people in human history? Please listen carefully as our menu options have recently changed. Press 0 anyway. I like the ones that have inserted it appears you're trying to reach an operator. Please note that our automated options will be faster, easier. We don't want to pay a live person to speak to you. Please don't make us, etc. response after pressing 0. I am slamming 0 the entire time that thing is talking. The even worse ones are the ones that never allow you to just press 0 or any equivalent. I did not understand your response. Please listen again to the following options. I ran into one that would tell you that 0 was not a valid option. If you tried a second time, it would hang up on you. Can't remember which company it was for the life of me. Your call is important to us. Along with we're experiencing a higher than usual volume of calls. Everywhere I've called in the last 10 years has that message. It can't always be higher than usual. My bank has literally said that since I was in my late teens, well over 30 years ago. I'm beginning to think they may be trying to pull the wool over my eyes. My bank still literally blames COVID for the waiting time. Like what? It is COVID's fault. The banks made record profits and had to lay off its customer support team to account for the yacht inflation costs since all the big execs are buying them now. That can't be true. Their commercials say that they care about us. They do, they're just experiencing an unusually high volume of calls. Please enjoy their horrible hold music while you tear your hair out in frustration. I will always hate and love/laugh when the hold music pauses due to connection issues and I hold my breath waiting to see if I get a person or the hold music starts playing again. Would you like to save some time and use our online app? Press 2 to learn more. Hold music plays again. And hold is the only time I truly fall victim to the sunk cost fallacy. When I'm already 45 minutes invested, I'm in it for however long it takes. Your baby is beautiful. He really is breathtaking. You gotta see the baby. I'm 35 weeks pregnant and if I have a troll, Eve asked my best friend to be honest with me about it. I think she will. Edit. Guys, I know I'm going to think my baby is the most beautiful being that's ever been created. It's just funny when they're not, isn't it? In all honesty, you won't care. You are going to love that ugly little turd with all of your heart and they will become your whole world. So much so you won't even really notice how ugly they are most of the time. This is so true. LOL, my first baby wasn't ugly, but he was early and just beat up and pitiful looking. I thought he was so beautiful though, and all the staff commented on how cute he was, so I knew they wouldn't lie to me, haha. Yeah, my nephew is the most gorgeous kid I've ever seen, but when he was born he was so wrinkly and dry and just a bit sad looking, haha. You won't always have a calculator. As the sort of nerd that always did carry his TI-83, I always fought back on this to the point that some teachers would say, unless you're Adam you probably won't be carrying your calculator, so you gotta know this stuff. Also, if you're in a math-heavy field, you could absolutely carry your calculator around, lol. I had one at my desk for work for years because I was quicker with it than a computer. And up until probably 15 years ago, with the advent of smartphones, pretty much everyone had at least a simple calculator on their desk. They were common giveaways with company logos printed on them, etc. too. Back then you had to download a separate calculator app on smartphones, too. I remember my professor made a TI-83 Android app that was so nice. Then I learned how to better work Excel and Wolfram Alpha and now ChatGPT, and that is faster, but still. For the love of God, please do not use ChatGPT as your calculator. Looks don't matter. I used to weigh nearly 300 pounds, have since dropped to a healthy 170. The difference in how I was treated by other people was night and day. Job interviews I would do when I was 300 pounds would be awkward and uncomfortable, yet at 170 pounds interviewers are hanging on to my every word even if I'm just giving them a bullshit answer. You will have doors fling open for you if you're attractive. I know it's not quite the same, but I assure you I had the exact same experience once I grew a beard. The way I was treated was definitely noticeable. So in a good way? People treat you better with a beard? No, they don't treat her any better. If you're a good person, good things will happen to you. I'm more inclined to believe that the worst things happen to the best people. I can anecdotally confirm this. God won't give you more than you can handle. Religions usually tell this correctly. E.g., Buddhism says that life sucks, that it's mostly only pain and suffering. That whatever you do, you will never really be satisfied with life, and will never be able to keep the things you hate away from you, e.g. diseases, old age, death, enemies, failures, rejections, losing friends and family, and be able to get all of the things/people you like. The solution: accept and love it just as it is. If something horrible happens to you, say, "I'm thankful for this, because I can learn to be more patient and accepting with this negative experience." As for Christianity, it literally says life is unfair, and that most will suffer. And that people will only get what they deserve after this life is over, i.e. heaven, hell. Please like and subscribe for more daily content.